know something to make them better.
Oh, what is it?
The warm red water.
Warm red water?
Yes. If you drink this water, the fever will go away.
All right, I'll go get it. Where is it?
You can't. That's where Godzilla is. And on the way, you must pass the spiga.
Reiko, just what is the spiga?
It's a giant spider.
What's up, all my kaiju friends and fans? This is Phil, the Kaiju King, from my collection room here in Greater Cincinnati. In this video, I want to do a look at the X Plus Kumonga 25 centimeter large monster series figure. Here he be. Great figure. Kumonga, of course, first appeared in the Godzilla films in 1967, son of Godzilla, and he was affectionately also known in the movie as the Spiga, S-P-I-G-A, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The girl on the island warned the scientists that came there that the red water will cure the sickness that the scientists were being inflicted with, and she said, but to get there, we have to cross this path of the Spiga. And they were like, what is the Spiga? And she said, it's a giant monster spider, basically. And it's a great film. It's my favorite movie of the late 60s era Godzilla films. Easily my favorite movie. I love the story in the movie. Very scientific, of course, fantasy type stuff, but it's great. I love the variety of the kaiju that's in the film. Of course, that Godzilla suit, some people don't like it. They think it's very ugly and everything, and that's a one-off suit, basically, as far as the feature suit in any film. It was only really featured in that one film predominantly. It was in another film or two, I believe, later on, like kind of cameo appearances, but its main solo film was 1967, Son of Godzilla. I think that's why I have an admiration for that Godzilla suit, by the way, because it's basically a one-off, like the 62 is. It's a one-off. So, great movie, great kaiju in the movie, and Kumonga, Spiga, is no different as far as being a great kaiju invention by the Toho company. A gigantic spider. I mean, it fits very well. Big old creepy crawly. But in the film, like I said, the Spiga is actually dormant, sleeping. Gets woken up toward the end of the film and starts to wreak havoc on the island. It's killing the Kamacuras and tries to kill Minya, Godzilla's son. And just about accomplishes that feat. Has him webbed up, and he's going in for the kill to hit him with his dagger to inject his venom in. But then Godzilla shows up the nick of time and saves Minya. And Godzilla and Minya go into a big battle with this with the Spiga, with Kumonga in the movie. And very good fight. I love the fight of what happens in that film with Kumonga and Godzilla and Minya. They really do put up a great battle. Nice kaiju fight. And the spider is a menace and a threat to Godzilla in that movie, in my opinion. Kumonga does not go down very easily. He almost really takes down Godzilla as well with his webbing. Very good, hard-fought victory for Godzilla in the end, with the help of Minya, actually. Both of them doing an atomic breath, final blast, and setting Kumonga ablaze as the snow overtakes the island. But it's a great movie, great film. The only thing I always wondered about Kumonga was he shows up the very next year in Destroy All Monsters in the final battle with against King Ghidorah, and always wondered, was Kumonga a one-off kaiju, or obviously to me, in my opinion, there must have been a population of these specimens, because clearly Kumonga got killed in the Son of Godzilla. So my always thought was always, well, that was just another of the species of the giant spider Kumonga that was in the '68 film. It's pretty cool, though. I always look at it that way, that there's just another, there is a species of these, which is a cool way to look at it. Also, remember in 2017 when Kong Skull Island was coming out, and they showed the bamboo spider, the spider with the bamboo legs. I forget what it was called. Everybody thought it was Kumonga, or going to be Kumonga in a way. And that would have been actually cool if they called that spider Kumonga. If they got permission from Toho to call it that. But that would have costed them some money to use that licensing. So I understand why they didn't. But there was a lot of speculation before that movie came out. That has to be Kumonga, and that was pretty cool. If that actually would have fell out that way, in my opinion. But I love this spider. My girlfriend hates this thing, by the way. Anytime I bring it around or upstairs, I try to scare her with it, because she don't like spiders really. And this is a really big spider. So I remember when I first got it, she was like, "Oh, hell no." Walked away. Oh man. But I've had it about at least right around 2 years, 2.5 years or something. I think I got it maybe at the beginning of 2018. I started collecting in May of 2017, so it was early in my collecting that I did manage this Kumonga. I've had it for a while, so but it's a great figure. I love the figure. Nicely done from a very great movie, in my opinion, for my 2 cents. This thing is the red eyes. There's 2 of them. I don't know a lot about them, so if you guys know, let me know in the comments. But this is the one with the red eyes. It's got the 2 predominant eyes, and then the 6 little smaller red eyes around the head. I think there's also one with purple eyes, I want to say. But mine is the red eye, and it come with this here rocky base with some of the webbing, like Kumonga's webbing on it. It's pretty cool. I think maybe the purple white is the Rick, because there is one that has a base that the base it's actually webbed up Kamacuras on it, which looked really cool. I've never seen it in person, but I've seen pictures of it. But that one would be really neat to see actually, like in hand, because I thought that was cool. That base with the webbed up Kumonga, the webbed up. My Kamacuras that he had defeated, Kumonga had defeated. So that would be pretty cool to see that. And I'm guessing that base came with the purple eyes. I don't know a lot about them. I do know that this figure, according to this date on the bottom, it was released in 2013 by X Plus. And I do know there are 2 versions. And I'm guessing maybe the purple-eyed one is the Rick. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really know, to be honest. Like I said, if you all know more than I do, feel free to let me know in the comments. But this is a nice figure. Of course, we got the 8 legs predominantly done there. His body paint app I think is really good to the movie. Really closely tied up with the Kumonga in the film. It's predominantly kind of the charcoal gray like Godzilla, with the nice yellow bands on the legs, some yellow on the body and the head. Really nicely done. But like I said, 8 legs predominantly done. They have nice little like thorny spikes on them. That Kumonga had those in the movie, of course. 2 little feelers up here in the front, 2 big feelers and 2 small feelers right from his mouth. Pretty cool, pretty nicely done. Like I said, I do love how they captured the paint on this Kumonga. They did a really good job, in my opinion, on this guy. Really captured Kumonga. And like I said, this is a 25 centimeter large monster series. And I used to have the 25 centimeter Godzilla 1967 in Minya. And to me, something felt off about the figure, just my opinion. So I eventually sold it. I actually sold it to one of my good friends, Gojira 851, Matt Jacobs, and he ended up buying those from me. And I had no regrets because I was hoping that the 30 centimeter would come eventually, and it did. Like a year after that, I think, after I had sold the 25s. And I actually prefer the 30s over the 25s. And I'm glad I did that in the long run. But this is a very cool figure, very nicely done. Nice capture from X Plus. I like how his legs are in different positions and different angles, like he's crawling, so it's pretty cool. But like I said, they really captured the essence of Kumonga from the film, and his very treacherous, deadly look there. It's really cool. Highly recommend if you can find one of these. I'm guessing the aftermarket's probably kind of nuts on these. I don't know, but I don't look if I don't need it, but because eBay scares the hell out of you a lot of times. So yeah, I don't go there unless I have to. I rarely buy figures from there. I'm usually buying them from the X Plus group or on pre-orders from Japan. This is a cool rendition of a big old kaiju spider, Kumonga, aka Spiga. Very nicely done. Nice capture by X Plus. Bravo to them on this. I'll do some quick size comparisons, and I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the character from the film. Let's bring up Godzilla and his son. Let's do that right now. Alright everybody, I'm back. This is the 30 centimeter Rick Edition Godzilla 1967, which came with the soft versions of newborn creepy looking Minya and adult form Minya. They're both soft vinyl, squishy. Pretty cool actually. And of course Godzilla. Now this is out of scale, and I do think they are out of scale. I do feel like that 25 centimeter 67 would scale very well with this Kumonga, because Kumonga was an intimidating presence in that film up against Godzilla, much less Minya. So I do think that the scaling, I'm with the 25 centimeter 67 Godzilla is probably much favorable and very close in scaling. They don't look terrible together in my opinion, the 30 and the Kumonga here, but yeah, just Godzilla is a tad big for this Kumonga. Alright, I'll bring up a custom 67 Godzilla that from one of the iconic moments in the film. Let's do that right now. Right everybody, I'm back, and here is my custom 30 centimeter Godzilla 1967 with covering his eye. This is when Kumonga shot the spike into his eye and took out his right eye. I call this the eye poke Godzilla 67, because it depicts when he put his hand up to his eye, and if you may not be able to see it, but if his right eye is closed, like in the movie, after he got spiked in the eye, it's pretty cool. I got this through Mark Sing Yang, and he's not quite as big as the X Plus, so he actually looks a little bit better with Kumonga, in my opinion, because he isn't quite as big and hefty as the X Plus. Pardon my dog, she's down there squeaking her toy. Try to get her. Sorry about that. But yeah, these look really cool together as well. Nicely done. I think this is more favorable in scale with Kumonga, because he just ain't as big. Quite as big. Alright, I'll move on to some final thoughts, and let's do that right now. Alright, I'm back. Final thoughts, great figure, released from X Plus, nicely done, nice capture of Kumonga, aka Spiga, from the great Godzilla film, Son of Godzilla. I know some people hate that movie, but I'm on the other side of that fence. It's a great film to me, my favorite late 60s Godzilla movie, easily. I mean, it ain't even close in my opinion. my view. I love the film. I love the story in it. I love the kaiju action. The whole round, it's rounded up very well. It's told very well. It's paced very well, in my opinion. That's why I love the movie so well. Love, love, love that film. This figure is great. Awesome figure. I think a couple years ago they were going to reissue a lot of these 25s, and then that got canceled, and I know a lot of people were upset, and I think Kumonga was one of the figures they were going to release. So that was very unfortunate. X Plus could make so much money with reissues on stuff, even this old stuff, because they got new collectors coming in all the time, and they could really benefit from reissuing a lot of their old figures. Maybe someday we'll see another deal from X Plus with an American distributor, and we'll see the reissues come again with not crazy eBay prices, but fair prices. Like a 30 centimeter would be between 150 and 200, which is what they were in the last reissue phase. I think they were usually between 150 to 200, which ain't that bad. Let's hope for that, because this here, anybody that has this figure will know, great figure, great capture of a very creepy kaiju, but a very, very fun, great movie, and that's why I love this figure, and I would never part with it unless possibly they did a 30 centimeter, because I feel if they did another one with today's update, I mean, this thing's 7 years old, so I would probably beat this thing in detail and sculpt, I'm sure. Very good figure. I'll bring the camera forward here for a close-up of Kumonga. I want to thank everyone that tunes into my channel and takes the time to support me. I appreciate everybody. I hope everybody's staying safe out there and being well. This is Phil, the Kaiju King, from my collection room in Greater Cincinnati. I want to wish you all a blessed day, and I'll talk to you again soon.